If your cat has been sleeping more, hiding in corners, or feeling colder to the touch lately, you need to hear this right now. Because there's a deadly winter mistake happening in homes across the country that could be silently threatening your cat's life at this very moment. Every single winter, veterinary clinics see the same devastating pattern unfold. Loving cat owners walk through the doors carrying their beloved companions, completely shocked by what's happening. These aren't neglectful people. These are devoted pet parents who genuinely believed they were protecting their cats from winter's harsh grip. Here's what's terrifying. Research shows that nearly 9 out of 10 cat owners unknowingly make critical winter care errors. These mistakes seem harmless on the surface, even caring, but they create a perfect storm of health complications that can escalate quickly and silently. The biggest myth that's putting cats at risk? The belief that their fluffy coat automatically keeps them warm. We see that gorgeous fur and assume they're carrying around their own personal heating system. But here's the reality veterinarians want you to understand. Cat fur loses its insulating power when exposed to prolonged cold, especially from floors and drafts. Your cat is actually losing precious body heat through their paw pads, ear tips, and belly area every single day. This constant heat loss doesn't just make them uncomfortable, it systematically weakens their immune system, making them vulnerable to infections and illnesses that could have been completely prevented. The solution isn't complicated, but it needs to be intentional. Create elevated sleeping spots away from cold surfaces. Invest in self-warming pet mats or heated beds designed specifically for animals. Add extra blankets to their favorite resting areas. Don't assume they're warm just because they have fur. Make absolutely certain they are. Here's the second mistake that's claiming cat lives every winter, and it's completely invisible until it's too late. When we turn up our heating systems to stay comfortable, we're unknowingly creating a dangerous trap. That warm, dry air, combined with your cat's natural tendency to drink less water during colder months, creates the perfect recipe for dehydration. This isn't just about being a little thirsty. Severe dehydration forces their kidneys to work overtime while simultaneously irritating their delicate urinary tract. Veterinary emergency rooms see a massive spike in life-threatening urinary blockages and kidney failures during winter months because of this exact scenario. The fix requires being proactive about hydration. Set up multiple fresh water stations throughout your home. Consider investing in a cat water fountain, as many cats prefer moving water. You can even slightly warm their water to make it more appealing during cold days. In winter, hydration isn't optional for cats. It's literally a lifeline. Now let's talk about what looks like the coziest, most loving scene imaginable, but could actually be dangerous. That picture-perfect moment of your cat curled up next to a radiator, fireplace, or space heater might seem heartwarming, but there's a hidden danger lurking beneath their thick fur coat. Cats often cannot detect slow-developing burns until significant skin damage has already occurred. Veterinary clinics regularly treat severe heater-related burns that require surgical intervention. Even constant exposure to dry heat from radiators and space heaters can cause nerve damage over extended periods. The safe alternative is switching to pet-specific heated beds that maintain consistent, safe temperatures. Position these beds away from direct heat sources, open flames, or metal heating elements. Your cat deserves warmth, but never at the expense of their safety. Here's a mistake that affects every single day of your cat's winter experience. Cats typically sleep between 14 and 16 hours daily. If those hours are spent on cold tile floors, hardwood surfaces, or near drafty windows and doors, their core body temperature drops gradually but consistently. This is especially dangerous for senior cats dealing with arthritis, young kittens, or cats with existing health conditions. Veterinarians report that winter brings a surge of joint pain flare-ups and mobility issues directly related to prolonged exposure to cold surfaces. The prevention is straightforward, but crucial. Place rugs, blankets, or pet mats in your cat's favorite sleeping spots. Identify and block drafts around windows and doors. These aren't just comfort items. They're preventative medicine that can save your cat from unnecessary pain and health complications. One of the most heartbreaking mistakes involves outdoor cats. There's a persistent myth that cats somehow magically adapt to harsh winter conditions through natural instincts. This belief costs lives every single day throughout winter months. Hypothermia doesn't care about survival instincts. Frostbite silently damages ears, tails, and paw pads. Even worse, cats seeking warmth often crawl under car hoods where they encounter antifreeze, a sweet-tasting poison that's frequently fatal. If bringing outdoor cats inside isn't possible, providing insulated shelters filled with straw, maintaining fresh food and water supplies, and conducting daily health checks become absolutely mandatory for survival. Many cat owners make the mistake of skipping veterinary visits during winter, assuming it's a quiet season for health issues. The opposite is actually true. Weight fluctuations, respiratory infections, urinary problems, and depression all increase dramatically when daylight hours decrease and temperatures drop. Because cats excel at hiding pain and discomfort, they won't cry out when something's wrong. They simply withdraw and become less active. By the time obvious symptoms appear, health situations often require emergency intervention. A winter wellness checkup can identify problems while they're still manageable, rather than life-threatening. Here's where good intentions can create serious problems. We naturally want to show extra love through treats and comfort food, especially during cold weather. But winter weight gain is actually one of the fastest pathways to shortening your cat's lifespan. Reduced activity combined with increased caloric intake puts immense stress on joints, organs, and cardiovascular systems. Veterinarians warn that winter-onset obesity leads directly to diabetes, arthritis progression, and significantly reduced mobility. Instead of extra food, provide extra engagement. Use puzzle feeders and interactive toys to encourage movement and mental stimulation. Physical activity generates natural body heat while protecting long-term health and maintaining optimal weight. Don't dismiss behavioral changes as simple winter laziness. If your cat is hiding more, eating less, or seeming unusually lethargic, these are actually warning signals that something needs attention. Cats communicate distress through behavior changes long before physical symptoms become obvious. Winter also affects cats emotionally. Shorter days mean less natural stimulation and more isolation, which can trigger anxiety and depression. Your presence, routine play sessions, and consistent interaction provide emotional warmth that no heating system can replace. The knowledge you've gained today puts you in a position to prevent the heartbreaking, "I wish I had known" moments that veterinarians encounter every winter. These aren't massive lifestyle changes, but they create enormous impact on your cat's health, safety, and quality of life. You are your cat's only protector and advocate. With these strategies, winter doesn't have to steal precious years from your cat's life. Small, intentional changes today can ensure many warm, healthy winters together for years to come.